Hello, hello, everybody. Hello. Let's see if we got it going on. Yes, we do. All right, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys here for another Tuesday. Sorry, I am a few minutes late. We had some tech gremlins that were coming in and not letting us connect with our apps. So hopefully you guys can see me and all is well. If you're on YouTube, welcome. If you're in my Facebook group, The Boutique CEO, I am so glad to have you guys here. And if you are on my Substack Soulful Abundance Letters, I am so glad you guys are here too. So I'm Chris Williams. I'm super, super excited to dive into a juicy, juicy training today, all about the psychology behind soulful enrollments. So gosh, this is a juicy one. I have been teaching something called the Ladder of Beliefs since 2017. And recently, on a call with some of my clients inside of Activate Abundance Academy, we were actually going back over how to create more soulful sales. And one of the things that popped up was the ladder of beliefs again. So I want to share this with you because this truly is the belief that needs to happen. And I know that I'm freezing here. Hopefully, it'll kick back in again. It is the belief that needs to happen before somebody can buy. And so I'm super excited to share this with you because we literally had light bulbs going off in people's brains going, oh my gosh, this makes the enrollment process so much easier. So if you guys are here, let me know that you're here. Just give me a hashtag live if you're here. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, just let me know. And comment soulful in the comments, whether you are commenting on YouTube, Facebook, Substack, if you want my show notes. So I will give you the entire show notes for the belief, the psychology of belief. You'll get the whole ladder of beliefs that we're going to talk about today, and actually how you can use that to understand where your buyers are getting stuck on the ladder to actually saying yes to working with you. So let's dive in. Super, super excited. Let me just get my notes in front of me real quick. All right. So first things first, when we're talking about soulful enrollment, what we're talking about is a soulful exchange, an exchange where somebody is investing their money with you so that you can help them get what it is that they want. And I really like talking about it in terms of enrollment, but it is also a sale is actually what happens when somebody says yes to being enrolled in their own desire. So I want to share first kind of like what is enrollment really? It's not just making a sale, it's not just an exchange of money. It's actually helping somebody get what they want. It's helping somebody get what they want, not what you want to sell, but actually helping somebody get what they want. Now, the reason why I say it's not just what you want to sell is because inside of our businesses, we should have an offer suite. We should have a high ticket, mid ticket, and low ticket offer. And whenever we are on an enrollment call or a consult call where somebody is talking about having a conversation with you about working with you, we want to make sure that we are giving them the right fit for them, right? And that's really where the difference comes in our energy. We want to keep the energy really, really clean so that we are showing up to help them make an empowered decision, not about giving us their money, but making an empowered decision around what is the level of support that is most going to help them get the result that they want in the quickest period of time. So enrollment is helping somebody get what it is that they want, and it's being a stand for their vision, right, of what it is that they want and helping them take action towards creating it. So I'm going to say that again. It's being a stand for somebody's vision, right? What's their vision? What do they want to have? What is the result? What does it look like for them when they actually have their problem solved? And it's helping them take action to actually create that. Okay, so what does it mean to be a stand? When we talk about being a stand for somebody's vision, this isn't just like being a cheerleader. It's actually energetically as well as strategically being committed to somebody's vision. It's allowing ourselves to hold and be available for helping them see that what it is that they want is absolutely possible, no matter what their circumstances, right? So being a stand, being committed to somebody's vision and declaration for what it is that they want, regardless of whatever is happening out there in the world, right? It also means that we're going to relate to this person with the highest integrity and believing in their full possibility. And it means that we're also going to present opportunities rather than focusing on limitations. So that's really, really important because when we are showing up to a conversation with somebody, being a stand for them, then what that means is that there's going to be a little bit of resistance that comes up in their belief system. I honestly don't love calling these objections because I don't really believe that people have an objection to getting what it is that they want. They want what they want. They want a result, whether they want to lose the menopause belly or they want to, uh, you know, have a better business, or they want to enroll more clients, or they want to live happier, healthier lives, or have a better relationship. Like they want what they want. So it's not about getting stuck in an objection to having what it is that they want. It's whenever the so-called objections come in, really is where are they getting stuck on the ladder of beliefs that are keeping them focused on a limitation or an outside circumstance that is actually keeping them from saying yes. Okay, so this is super, super important. If this is making sense for you, give me a big S in the chat for Soulful, because this is going to be a huge difference in the way that you actually enroll people into your offers. It's going to help you 10x the number of people that actually say yes. It's going to help you understand the psychology or the belief behind whether somebody says, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money. What does that really mean? And help support people through any perceived false beliefs or limitations or resistance so that they can be a yes for themselves. And that is really what soulful enrollment is. So enrolling, let's really dial into what is enrollment. Enrollment is actually you are enrolling somebody else into their yes. You're enrolling somebody else in saying yes to the result or the experience or the outcome or the transformation that they are actually a yes in. Okay. So again, this is so much deeper than just making a sale. This is so much deeper than just getting a client or closing the deal or overcoming all the objections or dragging somebody across the finish line. All of that wonky stuff that I'm just a no for. And really, when we understand this is where things start coming together and we can actually enjoy having conversations with people because we are making it about them, not about us. We're being a stand for them, what it is that they want. We are enrolling them in, not into a program, we are enrolling them into the transformation and the result and the experience that they actually want to have. Okay, so let's talk about the ladder of beliefs because this is where you're going to find people getting stuck on the beliefs that are actually keeping them from saying yes. So I cannot wait to dive into this. So step one, there's actually a prep step here. And this is we have to fully be enrolled. Number one, the pre-step before we can enroll anybody into anything and help them move up the ladder of beliefs. I have to be enrolled in me. You have to be enrolled in you. To truly enroll anybody else into anything, we have to take note of who it is that we are being and be enrolled in ourselves. We have to have full confidence in what it is that we are here to help somebody do. And I'm not, again, saying that this is about some vanity, something of, I'm so great. This is about, no, actually, I'm enrolled in me. I am confident and I am capable of helping somebody create the result that they want. And I am here to support somebody confidently, lovingly, soulfully, and in integrity to help them create an empowered decision. When you are in that level of energetic space of really being supportive for somebody, that actually creates a container of safety and a container of trust that people can actually feel. If you are not enrolled in yourself, if you are doubting yourself, if you are fearful, if you are coming to the call worried about how you're going to overcome objections or, try to get somebody to close the deal, or what if they say this, or what if they think it's too expensive, then already you are energetically out of alignment. Already you are not going to be able to actually support somebody in this process because you're worried about you and you're not feeling confident and grounded instead of really being enrolled in yourself and helping somebody make an empowered decision around what's going to be helpful and helping them get their result. Okay, so that has to be the foundation. That has to be the baseline. Then we can start taking people up through what I call the ladder of beliefs. And you guys, all of us have actually gone through the ladder of beliefs multiple times. Probably we go through this on a daily basis, as a matter of fact. Whenever we are making a decision about something, we are going up the ladder of beliefs. And so, step one on somebody's way to being a yes, to wanting to have your support, to support them in the transformation that they want, is that they have to believe that whatever it is that they desire, the result that they want, is actually possible somewhere in the world. Okay. So, for example, if you are a menopause coach and you are working with women and you are coaching them on, how to balance their hormones, so that they can lose the menopause weight, have more energy, get rid of brain fog. Brain fog. Oh my gosh. I think I've got brain frog. Oh my God. All right. We're just not. We're just going to stop there. Anyways, if you are a menopause coach and you are supporting somebody in that, they have to believe that balancing their hormones is actually possible somewhere in the world, right? If they do not believe that it's possible for them to get a good night's sleep, to lose the menopause weight, to balance their hormones, they cannot be a yes. They cannot continue up the ladder of beliefs because they don't actually believe that what it is that they want is possible. So there's no pass and go on that. Okay. So step one, whenever you are talking, sharing content, creating a video, showing up in your Facebook groups or on Substack or writing an article or creating a note, is it has to be around first creating the belief in your ideal client that whatever the result is that they want is actually possible somewhere in the world. But they have to first believe that what it is that they desire is possible. So if you are on Substack and you want to, build and grow your business on Substack, you have to believe that that's actually possible, right? If you are running a YouTube channel and you want to hit that, million views mark, you have to believe that that's possible. If you are a coach and you want to build a six-figure business, you have to believe that that's actually possible. Like, we don't go any further if we don't believe something's possible. Okay. So that is our first rung. From there, once somebody believes that it's possible, they then go up to the second rung, and that is, I believe it's possible for me. So the first rung is they believe it's possible somewhere in the world for somebody else. Now they have to believe that that result is actually possible for them, right? So you're like, yeah, I've seen other people grow their business on Substack, but I'm not really sure if it's possible for me. Well, there has to be a level of belief that it actually is possible for you if you decide that you want to work with somebody to help you build and grow your Substack, right? If you want to build a six-figure business and be a boutique CEO, business owner, then you have to believe that it's actually possible for you. Right. So again, that is the belief system that people are going to either move forward and continue up that ladder of belief, or they're going to get stuck there. If they don't believe that it's possible for them, then they can't be a paying client. They can't say yes, because nobody is going to invest their money in something that they don't believe is going to give them a return on their investment towards whatever it is that they want. Right. Okay, so that's two. Number three is, I believe it's possible for me now, not later, not when I have all of the money in the bank account, not when the kids go away to school, not when all of these outside circumstances all line up, but I actually believe that my transformation is possible and I could actually have it now. Not like right in this moment, but within the container of time that you're talking about, right? So I believe that it's possible for me now. Like, we actually get to feel and have that experience that it's not, possible when everything is perfect or 10 years down the road, but it's actually possible for me now. And if people don't believe that it's possible that they can get a return on investment to have their transformation for them now, they also can't continue up the ladder of beliefs and be a yes, because again, their belief system is keeping them there. They will not continue to go because they don't believe that it's possible for them right now. And that's when you hear a lot of the so-called objections of, well, let me think about it. Let me go do this first. Let me go come back around later. Like, they don't believe yet that the result that they want is actually possible for them now. Okay. Number four is they have to believe that it's possible for them now, and they believe that support is actually going to help them get the result quicker than doing it on their own, right? If they don't believe that support is going to help them, then they can't be a paying client. They will just go and try to do whatever it is that they want to do on their own. And we know how that goes, right? We know that trying to popsicle stick and duct tape things together rarely works because information does not equal transformation. It's implementation and knowing what steps to take along the pathway that are going to help them get what it is that they want. So, in your messaging, in your content, in your shares, you really want to make sure that you speak to that. That look, support, when you have support, it is going to help you collapse the timeline to getting to your result in a quicker way. Okay, so they have to believe that support is going to help them get their transformation that they absolutely want. If they don't believe in support, they also can't be a yes. Then they have to believe that the support that they want is actually going to come from you, right? And this is where, being grounded and enrolled in what it is that you do and how you can help them is so, so important. It's also why it's so critical that we are not making premature marriage proposals here with people that are just coming into our ecosystem. It's going to take time for people to go through this ladder of beliefs. Some are going to go quicker, some are going to go a little bit slower, but they have to know you, like you, trust you, feel connected to you, feel safe with you before they can desire having your support. If they don't have that experience with you, and strangers do not yet have that experience with you, why? Because they haven't gone up the ladder of beliefs yet. They haven't had a chance to connect with you, to see you, to hear your voice, to learn from you, to create a win from you, right? And so this is really, really important. This is why inside of Activate Abundance Academy, we talk about the nurture process. We talk about not just bringing new people into our ecosystem, but there has to be an experience where somebody gets to see you, hear you, you can help them to create a win. That is what moves people up the ladder of beliefs to actually want to have your support, to desire to have your support. Okay, so this is where they get to be what I like to call a heart yes. So these 4, actually 5 steps so far that they've gone up. I believe it's possible in the world. I believe it's possible for me. I believe it's possible for me now. I believe it's possible for me now, and support can help me get there quicker. And I want you to support me. All of that is going to help somebody get to what I call is that heart yes. We haven't even talked about money yet. What we're talking about here is helping somebody, being a stand for somebody to create the transformation, to the belief that the transformation that they want to have is actually possible, and they want to have your support in helping them get there. Okay, that's a heart yes. That's really, really clean. The 5th and final step, or the 6th and final step rather, that people need to take is that they are willing to find the resources or enroll anybody else necessary to be in alignment with their decision, right? So a lot of times people are like, oh, this is where the money objection comes in. Actually, there really isn't a money objection if somebody is already a heart yes for having the support. It's a simple perception shift where they just get to decide, is this something that I actually am willing to do something about? Is this something that I'm willing to actually invest in, have conversations with somebody to support my decision that I want to have this different experience over here, right? So again, I don't believe that this is a money objection. I don't believe that this is a time objection. I don't believe that this is a permission objection. The 3 biggest objections that people talk about. I believe it is a belief problem. It's a problem that people are not believing that they can actually have support. They don't believe that they can actually go and talk to their partner about letting them know, like, hey, this is really, really important to me. This is how it's going to benefit me. This is how it's going to benefit you. This is how it's going to benefit our family, right? They have to believe that it's possible that they can also have these conversations and enroll anyone else to be in alignment with helping them fund their desires, right? That's really what's at a bigger play behind the pricing, right? But we tend to make it all about us. We tend to think, oh my gosh, I just have to sell them on the price and just make sure that they know that there's value in it. Well, actually, no. We have to first get them to a heart yes to have the belief that they want it, they want the support, they want the transformation, they believe it's possible, they love you, they want to connect with you, they're willing to actually be a heart yes. And then that final step is, yep, I can see how this is going to benefit me. I can see how all of these things are lining up for me. I believe now that this is totally possible. I believe that I want it. And I am willing to then explore finding the resources to take action to actually create it, to have the support that they already said that they want, right? So remember, in step 4, it was about support. If they are a yes for having support, if they are a yes for having your support, and then all of a sudden there is a whatever so-called objection around price, then we actually need to go back down on the ladder of belief and find out, well, what is it that is actually keeping her from saying yes? Is it that she doesn't believe that it's actually possible? Is it that she doesn't believe that the transformation can happen? Like, where on the ladder of beliefs is she getting stuck? Because if we are all dialed in and a yes for every one of these things, then finding the resources to support your desire of having support is actually something that people can do easily. You guys, we all have done it, right? I invested in my first business program when I had $100 in my bank account. And I didn't have it right in my bank account then, but what I believed was that it was possible for me to create what it is that I needed. And I was a heck yes for believing that it was possible for me to create a 6-figure business. I believed it was possible for me. Now with the coaches' support, I believed in the program. I wanted it. And then I believed that it was possible for me to enroll anybody else or to find the resources that I needed to say yes to the desire that I had, which is, yes, I want this support. And I know that I can create the resources that I need in order to make this happen. And that's exactly what that was. And the greatest gift in this ladder of beliefs is what you are being a stand for. My coach, when she enrolled me into her program, was a stand for my vision. She was a stand for what it is that I wanted, rather than being a stand for the limitations that initially that I saw was, well, I have $100. How am I going to come up with 10,000? Well, she helped me lean into a different belief. She helped me believe that it was absolutely possible for me to do it with her support. And I was a heart yes for it. And was it scary to make that investment with only $100 in my bank account? Absolutely. However, she was a stand for me and helping me step into a greater possibility and taking a look at the opportunities and the ways that I could make that happen versus just being a victim to my circumstance or to my limitation. Okay. So, oh my gosh, that was the greatest gift because it's helped me create over $3 million in my business today. So I absolutely went through the ladder of beliefs on my own journey. And I go through the ladder of beliefs whenever I make an investment, right? And you do the same thing, and your clients do the same thing. So when you can support somebody through this enrollment process, this is how you have more people saying yes because they feel that it's about them. They feel listened to, they feel heard, they feel able to ask questions, they feel that they are actually moving up the ladder of belief that is helping them to be a yes for their transformation. And then all you're doing is helping them make an empowered decision around which one of the offers in your offer suite is going to be the best fit for them, right? And oh my gosh, it makes creating enrollments and having soulful sales so much easier. And it's actually fun. And look, you guys, I get sales can be scary. Honestly, no shame. I secretly used to cross my fingers, whenever I was having a sales call and kind of secretly hope that somebody wouldn't show up when I was first starting my business. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to have to overcome some objection. What if they say that they don't have the time? What if they say that they have to ask their husband? What if they say that it's too expensive? What do I say? How do I overcome like all of these things? And it was an awful feeling, right? So I didn't want to run my business that way. And I didn't want to feel that way. And so when I learned the ladder of beliefs in creating more soulful enrollments, this actually took the pressure off of me having to overpower or drag somebody up the finish line or convince them that they should want it or convince them that they need me or, sell me as an amazing coach or whatever that is. Like I didn't have to do that anymore. What I got to do was make it about them and helping them take action to create what it is that they wanted and to be a stand for their vision and the results that they want. So, if this is sounding good to you guys, I know that my clients, we actually did a training inside of the Success Studio. So if you guys want access to the full training that's inside of our Success Studio, just comment studio in the comment below and I will make sure that you get the link to come join us inside of the Success Studio. But the other thing that I want to share that I'm super, super excited about is that we are actually going to be doing a deep dive all around the psychology of belief, and that's going to start in July. So we're going to run a 6-week experience. It's going to be fun. It's going to be helping you see how you can take your conversations through the ladder of beliefs, but it's not just about conversations. It's also going to be how are you creating these beliefs in your content? How are you creating taking people through the ladder of beliefs way before you actually get on a sales call, way before you actually get on an enrollment call? Because the truth is, the belief needs to happen before you actually or before they actually get on that conversation with you, right? Because nobody is going to come to a conversation and be on a conversation with you about working with you if they don't believe their transformation is possible in the world for them now, and they want your support. Like they're not going to book a consultation with you if they don't believe that. So that means that you have to be able to create that belief in your people, and the believers are the ones that ultimately will then become buyers. And this is not about manipulating. It is not about some salesy, slimy tactic. It's not about, creating fear or, a false sense of urgency around anything. It's truly about being a heart-centered, soulful entrepreneur and being a stand for what it is that they want and understanding how you can create belief and how you actually do that, collapse that timeline for the amount of time that it takes somebody to go up the ladder of belief so that they can be a guest for working with you. So if you would like more information about that program that's going to be coming up in July, just comment soulful in the chat. And we are actually creating all of the juicy details as we speak right now. It's going to be amazing. And we are going to make sure that you walk away fully confident about not only how to lead a conversation, but how to create soulful enrollments. All right, my friends, this is the ladder of belief. I'm so glad to share it with you. Again, comment studio in the chat if you want the handout that I have in the training, and we'll be happy to get you into the Success Studio and you have access to those trainings. If you want more information about the belief, the psychology of belief, we're actually going to be doing that in July. And just comment soulful and we'll make sure to put you on our list and we will let you know when we are opening up all the details about that. All right, my friends, I hope you have a great day and I will see you guys next Tuesday inside of the Boutique CEO and can't wait to see you. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.